The Memphis Tigers at 17-6 at 6th in the conference, taking on the Tulane Green Wave at 13-9. The last time these two teams met up in January, it was a thriller. Check it out. Lindsey Rob Rourke getting set, and Tulane has won the tip. A good crowd on hand here inside the FedEx Forum. Plenty of time to watch this one and then get to your Super Bowl party. This is a good warm-up.
It really will be, and it'll be interesting the way Memphis comes out and attacks this Tulane team. A team that really likes to dribble, drive, and get to the foul line, making sure that they close down the gaps.
Holloway trying to split the double team. It rolls up.
James and Holloway and Forbes and Cross.
Trey Williams, his runner, rolls off, and it's Forbes. Had it blocked by Tomlin, but they call him for the first foul of the game. I think it's a better look. Good D by Jourdain. Here comes Tomlin the other way for the Tigers. Tomlin trying to go coast to coast with the Euro, and a block is called against Tulane.
Hey, I tell you, it is so tight. Memphis is coming with more of the full court pressure. This is part of the things Penny Hardaway was talking about when he said wanted to dictate the tempo.
Here's Williams from the corner, off the mark. Offensive rebound is there, and up and in for Colin Holloway. He's this.
We talked about Tulane rebounding the basketball. That's two of them right from the beginning. That's going to be really important to their success.
Tomlin gets his own miss. Look out! Tomlin with the hammer.
Last year was a guy that was kind of the big that did everything. That's what they wanted Tomlin to step up and do for this team this year.
A double block by Memphis. Here comes David Jones the other way, picking up his dribble. And Quinterly, he will launch it and nail a three. Inside, Jourdain with the left, puts it in.
They open opportunities for Memphis.
A 7-0 run for Memphis here. At what point, if you're Tulane, you got to call a timeout to stop this?
Well, soon. Yeah, I think he's waiting for the TV timeout to come, but they can't get too far behind.
Cross, a step back three. My goodness. That's one way to end the run.
He is so efficient in what he does, and everybody in the league just respects him because he's able to score no matter what the defense or who he's playing against.
Quinterly directing traffic. He wants to clear out on Sion James. A lot of dribbling out of Quinterly. Double team, gets it off. Tomlin, and one. Naquan Tomlin with
that versatile big guy that can.
So Hardaway will inbound. They're looking for Quinterly. Catch and shoot. Oh, he beat the buzzer. And the officials are going to have to go and review it.
Just scored and shot. And we talked about Tulane's frustration earlier.
Okay, so the clock over the scoreboard is the indicator. It looked like it was out of his hand before that red light went off.
Yes. That's all I ever looked at, the red light. And either you beat it or you didn't.
So the bucket is good. And Memphis on a third. Sion James trying to get his guys organized. Blocked by Brown. But I think they're going to call Dandridge with the body first. On every single night, man. Dandridge inside, goes outside. Pump fake, Jones gets his man on his feet. Baseline, and he'll be fouled. Back in January, they were ranked as high as 10th and 1. Everything working early on for Memphis.
Defensively shutting down the rim, closing up the driving lane, putting pressure, which is what Penny Hardaway said really needed to change.
And here's a steal on the press. Coming the other way, laying it up and in, Jaquan Walton. But Penny Hardaway feels like his team is back on track, focused on defense. Brown inside, nice pass to Pierre.
him in the post area, both with his offense and his defense. He's a talented passer as well as a scorer.
Look at David Jones just getting his hand on every ball. Tomlin running the break. Euro plus the foul. Memphis is
for the Memphis Tigers.
A 20-day for Tulane. Brown calling for it on the post. He wants to go one-on-one against Forbes again. Spinning to his left. Shot is up and in. And Brown lets out a roar.
Well, how they want to attack it. They have to have a game plan of how they're going to attack this pressure.
Coach, Tulane is shooting under 15% to start this game. Here's Sion James trying to penetrate the kick out. And the three finally falls for Trey Williams.
And I think whenever you're getting pressed, you got to have somebody to facilitate and somebody to score.
Good block by Cross. Coming over on the help D. Now Cross with a full head of steam. He's going to attack. He felt like he should have got fouled.
The game in a hurry now.
Here's Forbes. James will take a try from deep. Left it short, gets his own rebound. Now attacks off the bounce. Sion James, one of the nicest men you'll see on the floor, came and gave us a handshake before the game. But in between the lines, he is a competitor.
And that's the mental letdown that Penny called a timeout for, and that has plagued this Memphis team.
David Jones, the St. John's.
And it's been anything but that.
American Conference needs to get more national attention. There are so many teams who can pull off big wins every single night. Here comes Tulane on the comeback trail. And a lefty laying good for Colin Holloway.
Gave up an easy basket right there on a silly foul. Basketball.
There's Hardaway from the corner, and he knocks down the three.
Penny's saying all we got to do is get a shot up and we score. We keep turning the ball over.
Look at that lob pass. It's picked off by Walton. Oh, met at the rim by Cross.
Tulane, let's flip the script a minute right now. And this is what Ron Hunter is a little bit bothered by, because he is a player's coach. But when you're not being aggressive and you're being careless with the basketball, he just took King out. You got to come back. You got to meet the passes. There's too many easy turnovers.
Jourdain has it ripped, and a foul called against Sion James on the reach-in. So Jourdain to the free throw line, and he makes the first. It'll be a great night for women's hoops. South Carolina is taking
people to understand and to grow, become better people and players. There's nobody better as a coach.
On the corner, and Trey Williams, oh, he does the silencer to the bench for Memphis. I don't know if he want to get the Tigers riled up.
Well, the biggest thing they're doing with Williams is they're keeping him off the ball, so he's the guy getting the shots, and so far he's come up with a couple really good looks for him.
Hardaway can't find the answer, and Jones will lay it in.
And, yeah, Tulane has to find who's going to initiate, who's going to shoot the basketball against this pressure.
Here's Forbes on the catch and shoot, and he nails the three, and he takes a look at the Memphis bench. All the Tulane players are starting to get hyped now. Jourdain is doubled, so Quinterly, he's now open in the corner. Look at the ball movement from Memphis.
Well, what Quinterly running from corner to corner, so he's getting wide open looks. Jourdain is normally the guy that's in the post area because he can catch it and pass it.
Holloway, and a reach-in foul.
The team, he can flat out score the ball. He defensively
had here in the past. When you think about Alex Lomax, Kendrick Davis, those guys were just fine.
I mean, the guy had a doll named after him. My goodness, that's how good he was. So, you know, but that to give Quinterly something to learn and to get better, and that's why he came here.
Jones, nice pump fake. Defense doesn't know where they're at right now. And it's Jones cleans the step back, and Walton pulls it away. Inside, Brown's calling for it on the post. Lowers his shoulder, and he'll be fouled.
Here in Memphis, besides getting his fan base and everybody, ball players, Penny Hardaway, that was like his son. So he means full appreciation of Larry Finch and his impact in basketball here in Memphis and nationally.
And don't forget, he was a baller, too. I mean, he could get with the best of them. 1973 led this Memphis State squad to the national championship against UCLA.
Memphis basketball, but a lot about being just a good. Worry so much about your guys, and you wanted to make sure you set a really good example and a purpose. And you know, Leonard Hamilton's still going, Kelvin Sampson's still going. I mean, there's so many really, really talented guys that came along when I did.
David Jones, and he gets the shooter's roll. 26 lead over Tulane. The Green Wave trying to get back into this. Under 3 minutes here in this first half.
Memphis is doing a really good job right now defensively, not giving Tulane any driving lanes. They gave up an offensive rebound and a foul.
NBA or the pros. No, he's getting a lot of transfers from other school level. Penny Hardaway's the guy who will get me there.
Yeah, but
he'll find Pierre off the deflection, kick out. Quinterly, good pump fake, gets to the elbow. Memphis getting every 50-50 ball right now, and a foul on the penetration.
But again, I keep talking that the opportunity they have where they got Florida Atlantic twice.
No, you got to have it. Sign up today. ESPNplus.com/AAC.
Shot.
There's Brown calling for the ball. Now he's backing down his defender, Holloway, with the left off the mark. And it's Tulane with 10 seconds to work, and Jones will foul Cross.
Difficult to be able to guard.
You know, the biggest thing.
What a nice young man he is, which means a lot to me. Sometimes 20 minutes change the way these guys think. So that would be my concern.
There goes Quinterly. 6 seconds. David Jones cutting, throwing it down. 2 seconds to play. James will get off a half-court heave. Oh, hit the front rim. It is Memphis ending the first half with Hunter. I said, how's that impacting your program? He said, you know, we can't participate in it because we have to be locked into the basketball program because our guys see it, they can't participate. But if they can pull this one off, it'll be a party coming home to New Orleans for Tulane. Inside to Tomlin, a little English, scoops it in.
And again, the way Memphis is attacking Tulane and taking their time is really impressive and not rushing.
Cross penetrating inside to Holloway. And he's able to finish in traffic. So a nice first position. Holloway leads the way for Tulane today with 11 points. There they go inside to the paint again. Jourdain.
Advantage of that and throwing the ball inside.
On the perimeter. And this Memphis team, they can basically play either way. They could go big or they can match you small.
But to me, John, but that's about skill. That's not about size. You can have a guy 6'8", 6'9", and if he can put the ball on the floor and guard smaller guys, then that's an advantage.
James open from the wing, and he cans it.
Up and get out there and continue to play. I didn't want to talk too much. I didn't want to get in their headspace because guys all of a sudden can, as quickly as they pick it up, lose it.
Tomlin, the two-handed block.
You know, this is what Tomlin brings. This is what they've been waiting for him to do out of that 4 spot. Defensively be able to close.
Quinterly's telling him to reset at the top of the key with David Jones. Jones will take a deep one. Okay. Like that. It's about to get interesting here in Memphis. Cross has it stripped. Here comes Tomlin the other way. Jourdain tiptoes the sideline, stays in bounds to Tomlin, who lays it in. Feels like a pivotal moment in this game for Tulane. Quinterly off the bounce, side of the backboard. It's tipped out by Jourdain. Did not hit the rim, so shot clock continues to wind. Inside, it's Tomlin, and if that's on Forbes, it is. That's his fourth.
Yeah. You know, we talked at the top about Tulane.
I mean, when you look at this Memphis team.
Spacing and flow offensively.
Nice pocket pass inside by Quinterly. Kick out. Jones launching. Got it. Jones is a perfect 4 for 4 from downtown. He leads all scorers with 19. Driving baseline to Jourdain with the block. And he commits the foul. I mean, it is phenomenal to watch women's basketball.
Well, I think you've got to try to figure out something that will.
David Jones, the offensive rebound, and he'll kick out and reset the offense. This is Tomlin from the wing, short, cross with the board. Tulane looking to run, and the lay-in goes.
It's so important in sharing the basketball and the pace in which they're playing.
You know, something we've seen recently out of Coach Hardaway as Holloway, nice take and the foul. For a line already today. And he stays perfect. A 7-0 Tulane run right now as Dandridge puts an end to that one in close.
Or who he's going to stay with.
Williams off the inbound, curling, shooting, and he rolls in. And he looks and points to a fan. Tomlin getting into it with everybody today. Trey Williams. And a nice shot by Quinterly. Screen from Cross, and he'll take a three. A 20-point lead for Memphis. Inside to Dandridge, and he's fouled by Holloway.
Dandridge really trying to run the floor, and again,
well from the floor. You see that? You saw that?
I'm sure he's got a big social media following.
Hey, it's college basketball. Like he's having fun. Here's Williams with the rock. The lane opens up, and Williams takes advantage of it.
I mean, in the way they've got to play their way in is playing consistent basketball. I like a lot of the things that they're doing here today.
Dandridge inside, and he throws it down. Nice dime from Quinter.
Get away with, but a two-hand push is not one of them.
Baseline opens up as Cole. Inside, Dandridge. Outside, Quinterly. And Tulane with the outlet. It's Forbes, one-on-one. And he'll be fouled.
Because the expectations you figure.
On Hunter, he couldn't be more excited for this young man. And Tulane. Cutting baseline is Brown. And he gets it to go, plus the whistle. Jordan Brown, who's been
the attitude of what they think that they should bring to the team.
Glenn goes reverse, can't go coast to coast with it. Walton tried to no-look it inside. He finds Tomlin, and Glenn says, give me that.
Some of this has to do with Memphis turning the ball over. I don't think they're quite effective when
he run for Memphis early on in this game to break it open. And Tulane has not been able to get close since. Stripped from behind, and a foul on Glenn. That's his
help to do that. But these are the questions that you need to be working.
Teams at the end of the regular season, you get a double bye in the conference. Can't knock it down. Under 10 minutes to play here in the second half. Walton in transition. And there's Nick Jourdain again. He doesn't get a lot of the credit or the fanfare, but he does all the dirty work for this Tiger squad.
He really does. He's a very, very unselfish player. And when you talk to Penny one-on-one, he really appreciates what he brings.
Holloway on the follow. He'll be fouled and go to the free throw line. Well, my goodness.
John, it is.
SMU 63-60 track today with 4 fouls. Holloway does keep it alive. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Forbes just 1 for 7, 5 points. Make that 8 right on cue. Forbes, he can get
because of their skill set to do so many things, and this Tulane team depends on them to do those things.
Brown just spins away from everybody. Which way did he go?
Ron Hunter looked at Holloway and put his hands up and said, please, at least try to stay in front of him.
Sion James, the nice dish from Cross. But if you're Tulane, you can't trade buckets at this point.
No.
There's Brown again on the inside. They give him the double team, and he still gets away to the free throw line. And a technical foul called against Tulane. It looked like they gave it to Kevin Cross. James, I apologize, not Kevin Cross.
Been a very frustrating day for the Tulane team.
A little subtle, we're going to see you again.
Yeah.
We've seen 4 technicals handed out already this game to both teams. There's Forbes from the corner. And a foul on the rebound called against Nebraska as Jazz Shelley hit her with the UK over $500.
Wow.
Jones in the paint, left it short. Under 7 minutes to play in the second half. Glenn will try one from deep, and he'll knock it down. How about Greg Glenn?
Offensive execution is very, very important right now. They're trying to keep the ball away from Jones as much as they possibly can.
Quinterly, they went under the screen, and he makes them pay. Inside they go with Brown, spinning away, and Glenn takes it. James lowers his shoulder and gets the and one. Foul called against David Jones to get stops with just under 6 minutes to play.
Didn't catch the ball, and he was trying to say, hey, I need you to catch that one.
So Quinterly and Williams receive double texts as James now called for the reach-in. All right, so let's watch in the lane.
James and Williams saying we got to coordinate better. I need.
Cross inside. And Kevin Cross, 9 points. The mid-range off, and James pulls it down. This game is not over yet, Coach. Inside they go to Holloway, and he'll be fouled. Both teams in the double bonus.
Post area, they don't have that guy in there now. As
before Kansas, number 23, Texas Tech, should be another amazing. As we approach 4 minutes to play in regulation. Here's the handoff to Quinterly. He's bumped, and the whistle called on Glenn, his 4th. Forbes, he'll take a deep 3. Tipped out. Forbes another chance, this time from the corner, and it goes. So
he's going to have to handle the basketball.
Jourdain does keep it alive, and Jones calls for it. It's by his man all the way to the rim. David Jones with a strong take. King. He will hit the 3 as Tulane just won't go away.
No, they won't. There's a lot of fight in this Tulane basketball team.
Down 13. This is the closest they have been since the first half. And a reach in on King.
Good stats, but he hasn't really dominated it. Trying to do is control the game offensively and putting the ball in his hands.
Quinterly. Well, the crowd saw the replay, so they're letting the officials have.
Very much want the ball in Quinterly's hands or Jones's hands.
James, he'll find Jones from the corner. And Tulane with a 3 can cut this lead to 10. There's the 3 by King, and it rolls in. Coach, we got a ball game here. Closest they have been since it was 16-6 in the first half. Throwing it up, and it's Jonathan Pierre with the.
Tulane has done what they needed to do and knock down some threes, because that was the only way they were stopping this defense.
Jones doing a little of everything today with the block, cross with the reach and foul, and that should just about do it.
And what I mean, not just his scoring as he misses his foul game.
So Quinterly misses them both. 12-point lead. Noah Stansbury in the game defending. And he's got the steal. Noah Stansbury does not get to play much. And this crowd here at the FedEx Forum showing their appreciation. So Tulane will not foul. Final seconds. And Memphis will hold on for a 90-78 win as the Tigers have now won 3 in a row.